What is up, everybody? To Reverse here today, and we have to talk about the news that was revealed yesterday from the FTC hearing versus FTC versus Microsoft court hearing. Apparently, the judge has decided that Microsoft has won this battle against the FTC, and it's not really shocking because when you listen to the court hearing, they didn't really have too much to go by. Like they didn't really have too much to stand on in their like reasons why Microsoft should buy Activision Blizzard. So the judges ruled in Microsoft's favor to buy Activision Blizzard, and people are majorly butthurt about this. Which I don't know why we're shocked about this at this point, but Sony fanboys are extremely butthurt. We even got one notorious Sony fanboy who just decided to delete his Twitter account or deactivated it. They just didn't want to face the mockery, I guess, for all the trash talking they were doing about this whole court case. So they just said, "Hey, we're going to turn the account off for a few days, or probably a week. I don't know. This is some crazy stuff. They are this butthurt that they say, "Hey, I'm going to nope out of this and just delete the account." This is some crazy stuff. What is like? Why does it mean so much to these people about this deal going through? I don't know, but I guess this person just couldn't handle it. Just said, "Hey, I'm gonna just get rid of my account for a few days." So that's one of them down already. Let's look at another one. People are starting conspiracy theories once again. So because the deal got approved in Microsoft's favor, this guy says, "Hey, it's just so convenient that Microsoft/Xbox Activision economic expert appointed by the EU European Commission as the new chief economist in its competition department." So saying there's some shady stuff going on. And then he also made another tweet about how I guess like the judge's son works at Microsoft, something like that. But the judge disclosed the information, so it's like these weird conspiracy theories as to why the judge is in favor of Microsoft from this guy. So far, let's see what we got so far. Somebody's saying we're going to deactivate our account for this news because he's that salty and butthurt. Another one making weird conspiracy theories is like, if it's not the Xbox fans being Illuminati members, we got nonsense about the judge being corrupt or the people that are being corrupt. It's just getting sad. So sad. But at least we know these two are Sony fanboys. But let's look at this last person, Dreamcast guy. The person who says he's a neutral. He's not a Sony fanboy, but his actions say otherwise. Because he made a poll about this decision about Microsoft being able to buy Activision Blizzard from this court hearing. He made a poll about it, and it just seems so biased. Look at the poll results. So if you are in favor of Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, the poll results were great love consolidation. Definitely biased right there. Like, you can just say, "Hey, it's great that Microsoft can buy this company." Why do you have to word it like this? And the next result was mixed seems okay though. So you really don't care either way. Or this is terrible as in it's a bad decision. And even in his own little salty poll, people said that, "Hey, we're great, we love this decision." So even if he tried to make it super biased with the word, and people said, "Hey, we still don't mind." Because in reality, who really cares about this deal not going through unless you're like a Sony fanboy? The average person probably doesn't care. The average person who goes into a GameStop or to like a Target or Walmart or whatever to buy a video game, they don't care about this whole deal going through. The only person who really cares about this is the Sony fanboy. The only people who be really legit mad about this decision. But this shows his true colors when you make a stupid poll like this and it backfires at the end of the day. So it's like, this is just hilarious. Just hilarious. Damn, got ratio by his own poll. Crazy. Choices don't seem biased at all. Majority of polls doesn't seem split. Yeah, each time you make one of these polls, it's like anti-Microsoft. It always backfires. But he's supposed to be so-called a neutral. This dude is definitely a Sony fanboy. And here's one of my favorite memes from this guy. Looks like another poll didn't turn out the way you hoped. And look, there's a pony being coddled. I wouldn't care less. I have both Xbox and PlayStation because console wars are childish. I mean, you can just buy both, but they just can't do that. I love how you tried to manipulate the result in your favor by adding love consolidation and still failed. Yes. I'm just glad we're getting to the end of the Bourne saga. Yeah, it just needs to be over at this point. Like this whole decision, if they get it, they don't get it. We're getting one step closer to this finally being over with at this point, which is great at the end of the day about this whole saga right here. So I'm on Xbox, so I'm happy. Yeah, more chance. A lot of these games gonna be in Game Pass. Might get Call of Duty games day one in Game Pass. It was like I don't see how this hurts anybody. Like people want to say it's consolidation, but really, where was this consolidation talk when Sony was in the market? Like they kept buying publishers throughout the time they've been in the industry. So it was like that consolidation talk is just nonsense. It's like they didn't care about consolidation before, but now the Microsoft's actually competing and buying studios and publishers. It's a problem now. Like, and then the main people talk about the consolidation. They never mentioned Tencent or any other company, but I was like, really? I think Tencent and the Embracer Group owns more than Microsoft. But they never talk about that. They only care about Microsoft because this is don't Microsoft have any type of edge over Sony, and his shows. Don't care enough to be honest. These people like I don't think the average person really cares about this deal going through. Glad it's finally over. But yeah, it's just funny how even when you try to make a biased poll like this, let's look at just make a biased poll like this, and it still doesn't work in your favor. It's just an epic fail. So we got people making biased polls. Somebody who's saying there's some corruption going on because he's this freaking salty, and then someone who just said, "Hey, I'm done with Twitter I'm just done with Twitter for right now." The trifecta of saltiness about this deal is just ridiculous. Oh man. And it's kind of crazy that this guy was an Xbox fan at 1.2, but then I don't know what happened to this guy, but he just went completely just like, hey, PlayStation is so great, Xbox just sucks, mood, I don't know. It's just like, what happened to this guy? You may be a turncoat, too far gone, but try to be happy for Xbox. Dig deep down to find the Xbox fan you used to be. Yeah. I don't know how you can go from being an Xbox fan to completely just being to hell with Xbox in that short amount of time. I just don't get it. Especially when they're doing great stuff this generation. I'm like, don't understand it. You mean the Microsoft paid expert who lied under oath and fabricated evidence? She probably didn't even bother Googling as there's numerous official stats available. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Pony down. I repeat, the pony is down. Don't drown in your own tears. I don't know why they're so affected by this. Like, literally, most likely, Microsoft's gonna keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. So, what are you really losing by this deal going through? But these guys are really affected by this. Like, they don't really lose anything, but they're super affected by this. Pretty much just calling this guy a crybaby. I kind of agree with that statement. Yeah, just the whole monopoly. This whole terminology, the consolidation monopoly, is just so stupid. This is not a monopoly. It's not consolidation. It's like if it was a monopoly, you didn't complain at all when Sony had the power. But now that Microsoft has some power to fight back with, it's a problem now. It's just insane. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. It's just funny. People deleting their accounts because of this news. Bruh, is it really that serious? You gotta delete your account or take your account off? It's just wild. But yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. I don't know why this is so entertaining, but it's just the Sony fanboys. The reactions they do are just so hilarious to this news. Like they literally don't lose anything by this deal getting approved, but you know, they just don't have They just don't want Microsoft to have anything apparently, and it just shows. And people who are so-called neutrals, blatant biases on display right here, especially with this poll right here. So decide for yourself. Like I've been calling this guy Sony fanboy guy for a while. And I think it's pretty evident at this point. Like he can't even fake being a neutral at this point. Like it's just so it's just a hate for Microsoft, just this blatant at this point. Like geez. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about these people's reactions to this this Microsoft winning their court case against the FTC. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.